What do you say to a Devin Bush when he gets caught retaliating after something that happened? I mean, it's not just, you still can't do that?
Yeah, control your emotions. I mean, that's unacceptable. No matter what happens, you know, prior, or what your frustrations are, you know, you can't do that. You can't hurt the team like that. And he's gonna have to deal with that. He's a phenomenal player, and people are gonna do stuff to antagonize him. And he's gonna have to. It's a growing process. It's a maturity. He can't. It's unacceptable.
Going up against Patrick Ramsey, new quarterback at Indiana, what challenges do you see in Indiana's offense?
Oh shoot, they're very well coached. They do some good things to put you in binds. The quarterback can run, he can throw it. They got big receivers on the outside. The running backs run hard. The O-line, they get after it. You know, they obviously have a tempo to their offense where they're going to hurry you. So, you know, there's a lot of challenges there.
I guess Michigan State sent film in of Devin. Is that a concern? You talk to him about the heights and things like that, or?
No, we play football.
Yep.
I mean, we're not going to get into them sending film. The officials are going to officiate the game, and we're going to play football and you know, and tackle like we tackle, and you know, obviously keep our head out of it. That's what we teach. But I mean, I'm not going to get into what they are going to decide to do after the game.
Your thoughts on how your group played in that game?
You're talking linebackers?
Yep.
I mean, we didn't win, so I don't know. I mean, we were okay. Not our best performance, but again, didn't do things to win the game either. So, you know, I think we got to continue to get better. You know, week in and week out.
What does Ambry Thomas give you as a kick returner?
Yeah, Ambry's ready. He's ready to go back there now. He's explosive, he's fast, he's fearless. Really excited about him.
Was there anything you noticed that they did that could account for the lower number of sacks and tackles for loss Saturday?
Well, yeah. I mean, they obviously, hats off. They had a good game plan in their terms of their max protections, and you know, they got the ball out quick. You know, I think it's something where, you know, you can do things to limit that number of stuff, and they did it. But you know, again, we left some out there as well.
Who's playing behind Devin right now?
You got Mike Robalewski, who's a tremendous fifth-year guy, and Elise Mbase, who's another guy coming on really strong.
Talk about him a little bit, Elise Mbase, and what he's been doing.
He's just practiced really well, you know, throughout camp. He's getting really good with his hands and his feet. He's learning the game. I mean, he was kind of a young player coming out of high school, where he only had played a couple of years and only played 2 at the linebacker position. So he had some learning curves, and he's developing, and you know, he's getting to the point where we feel comfortable with him if he's got to go in the game.
As heavily involved in the recruiting aspect as you are, how do you divvy up your time, your commitments between coaching and then the recruiting?
I just work as long as I have to. I mean, as much as I have to. I mean, you just do it. You just get it done. I mean, it is what it is. You know, sometimes it's early mornings and late nights, but you know, it's just, you got to just get it done, figure it out. You know, time management. You know, try to schedule calls with the guys, with the recruits, and things like that, you know, rather than just freelance it, you know, because it can take up some of your time. But, you know, you figure out how to get it done. There's enough hours in the day.
We saw a little of Devin Gill in the first game. Haven't seen much of him. Talk about his progress a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Devin, he's doing really well. He's, you know, practicing, and you know, he's just kind of behind a fifth-year senior who's been able to play, you know, and you want him in there, obviously. But Devin is another guy who he's come on really well in practice, and is a guy that we wouldn't be scared to plug him in if need be.
Have you guys been pretty happy with Brad Robbins so far?
Yeah, I mean, he's really doing what we're asking him to do. I think sky's the limit there too. He's got to get better, you know, but he's progressing nicely, and we're going to see. You know, we feel we're getting more confident in that unit. You know, so you know, we like what we see out of him, but he's got to push too. I mean, he had some miscues, you know, as well. But you know, we like what we see out of him, for sure.
How far along has Peoples come since in punt return and being aware of his surroundings since that Cincinnati game?
Yeah, I mean he's progressing every single day. He's a guy who's we're gonna obviously stay on and coach every second that he's out there, and he's getting more comfortable back there for sure. Still some things that he can do a little bit better to help us out, but he's really excited. I mean you haven't seen the last of him in the end zone. He's getting really comfortable back there, and I think we'll have some big plays out of him coming forward.
Jayshon Harris has a couple punt return touchdowns for Indiana this year. Is there anything that you guys do differently to try to keep him at bay?
I think you gotta. Yeah, I mean Brad is going to be a big part of locating the punts really well, and then we got to cover. Our gunners have been fantastic, and we got to keep that going, keep that rolling. Ambry came on last game with his speed getting down there, so I think our gunners are important to us. Our overall coverage net is important, just working what we've been doing since camp, and then having the punter put the ball where we need it to be put for sure. But they're explosive, and the kick returner too is explosive. We're going to have to do a good job there.
Back to Donovan, what are his strongest assets as a returner, and how does that go hand in hand with him developing as a receiver?
Yeah, great question. That's good. So as a returner, he's fearless back there. He wants the ball in his hands. He's got a great ability to track it, and then he can make one or two miss. As a returner, you got to make one or two miss. It's not like you can block all of them up, and especially in college football where everyone's covering. So he's got that ability, and he's big, so he can run through those tackles. He's fast, so he can break it, open when he makes a miss. And I think it translates as a receiver too. I mean, it's the qualities that you want. He's a guy who can catch the ball on a short route and take it all the way by making a guy miss and outrunning people. He tracks the ball, so deep balls are something that he can do as well. So they definitely translate.
On kick return, does the blocking need to be better? Is it a combination of things right now?
Yeah, I mean the blocking always needs to be better. Yes, 100%. That being said, we should have broke a kick return. We should have. We had something there, and and we should have had one in the game, and it was frustrating. But we got to continue to get better. In kick return, it's like one block. You got to have 10 guys blocking. Everyone up, or one guy misses, one guy takes a bad angle. They do something on kickoff and switch it, and you don't switch correctly. That guy makes the tackle. That's what happened. In the game, we had one miscue, and it affected us from seaming one and taking one through. So, again, it's got to be cohesive. You have to have some experience there, to do that. We feel like we have the right returners in place now. So, again, still we're close there. We got to get some confidence and kind of get it rolling.
How have you seen James Fogue develop during his time here?
I mean, he's developed tremendously. He's a hard worker. Got a great leg. Has a great attitude to it. He's a guy who last year was just behind Kenny, and it was close. But we had the experience of Kenny, so we went with him. But James has had a great year this year, and he's doing a great job putting that ball up there high and giving our kickoff team a nice advantage there. So, hopefully it continues as the season goes on.
Have you ever seen a guy with the kind of hang time he gets on those kicks?
No, it's pretty impressive. It is. It's good that he can do that, and it's something that he really worked hard on throughout the summer, and and kind of has perfected it.
Anything else with Chris?
Josh Uche, can you talk about his progress a little bit?
Yes, love to. Really love Josh. He's a guy who played off the edge a lot. In terms of in high school, and when he came in, had to get used to standing on his feet, but he's done that, and he's running around, he's making plays, he's getting us really excited, every single day. So, I think he's on the brink of providing a spark for us in certain things, and so we're excited about him, and he's a guy too that you just love. I mean, he's in here every single day, trying to get extra work in, extra film in. He's earned every second, and but he's a guy that's progressing rapidly.
Has he settled at one position there then?
Yeah, he could play a couple different things, but yeah, he's for the most part he's settled. You know, he's settled at that Sam spot. Yeah.